Welcome back to Bibs and Bad Ideas podcast. Last week we talked to Colin and found out all about his story and his journey in running and all the cool things he's doing with the community this year. So definitely check that out and check out his page if you haven't yet. We're excited to get to know a new guest this week.
Yeah, so I'm super pumped about this. Our guest is actually the first person I ever kind of came in contact with on Run Talk, and um, she's super awesome. She does triathlon. She also is into ultra running and always doing fun challenges. And we got some fun stories I'm sure we're going to talk about. I'm so excited to introduce Miss Cat from Utah. Oh, my heart.
Those are actually stickers? I didn't realize they were stickers.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey there.
I'm Kat. So a little bit about me, like my running journey and all that. So it started like I changed, I guess, tried to become healthier. In it would have been 7th grade. My mom, she made me sign up for track, or she signed me up for track. And I was like, Mom, I don't run. This will be embarrassing to me. I don't want to do this. So still went. And when you were in 7th grade in junior high, you had to do, like, if you couldn't do any of the other events, they made you do the mile and the 800 meter. So I was forced to run and I hated running. And then I started throwing discus and I was actually pretty good at that. So I took out the mile and then still had the 800. Then I started throwing shot put. I still had that. So I had no more running to do. I hated running. So I tried to avoid it. When I got into high school, my coach knew I was fast. And so he would keep throwing me into sprints. But I hated that. And then the 800, we did an 800 meter warm up in high school, like for track every day. And it was like 400 of running and then like 400 of like stretches and like skips and all sorts of stuff you would do for a track warm up. And I would go and hide. Like I would go into the nurse's office and say my ankle hurt and I would hide because I didn't want to do that. I hated running. So I was still a thrower. I threw shot and disc and sometimes javelin. So we did very little running. Like ours was just short spurts of energy, across the circle, like throwing a weight. And so we didn't have much to do. And then it wasn't until I was in college and I got a call to go and serve a mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints that I started running a little bit more. I was like, okay, I need to get in shape. Like, I got to go out and be somewhat in shape. I had no mission companions that wanted to run except for one. And so I put on 30 pounds on my mission. Came home and
How long is a mission usually?
It's 18 months. So I was in England. That's where I'm going back for my ultra marathon in April, is to go to an area that I served in to run. And I'm so excited. So yeah, it's 18 months besides. So that one companion that I was running with, she was from Stuttgart, Germany. And we were running in a place called York. And it was winter and foggy and we could run out and over the moors and it was just foggy and beautiful. And it was just so nice. And we'd run up to a horse race course. Like we'd be coming over the hill and then there's a horse race course. And I'm like, that's cool.
That's
crazy. And then I got home from my mission. It was awesome. It was super cool just seeing that. And then, My Fair Lady, right? Where they have the fancy hats and fancy dresses. Yep. It was basically the same thing, just modern My Fair Lady. So that was pretty cool. But coming home, I came home like in January of 2019 and I was like, I need to get in shape. My sister was a swimmer in high school. She got in really good shape and I have a fear of swimming. So I started swimming and I loved that. And then
so why not do what you're
scared of? The gyms closed down during COVID. Yes, do what you're scared. I know, exactly, right? It helped so much. It was great. I loved swimming and I still love swimming. So the gyms closed in 2020 and that's kind of where I started my running journey. I was like, I've got to exercise. There's no pools open. I can't go do like deadlifts and all sorts of weight lifts because I didn't have a home gym. And so I did that and I fell in love with running. Like I would run from my house to my parents' house and that was like I want to say 5 to 6 miles, but I didn't know because I didn't have like a watch or Strava or anything to record. I just went out and ran and I fell in love with it. I was like, this is not that bad. Okay, like I enjoy just being out, and it was a trail that I would run on. So I fell in love with trail running first before anything, before I signed up for a race. And then I met my husband, like our third or fourth date. We did a 10-mile run together. It was in
That's
2020 when we started dating. We ran together, and then I signed up with a race or for a Ragnar with him in 2021. And then I got hooked and just keep trying to challenge myself more and more. So yeah, that's kind of my running journey. A little bit
That's
about
awesome.
me.
So when you went on your mission to England, you said you got back 2019. So you must be what, in your 20s? Is that accurate?
Yeah, I'm 28. Caleb and I are like
The same-
5 days apart, I think. We're like twins.
Yeah, it's
That's
like
crazy.
really close.
Oh wow. So now you're
Oh,
into. I know you're into like triathlons and stuff now, right?
I started because I was running and swimming, because the gym's opened back up. I was like, I'm basically doing triathlons. So I watched, if you guys have ever seen The World's Toughest Race on Amazon, it's
Yeah.
based in Fiji. It's an adventure race. James Lawrence, the Iron Cowboy, he was on it. He was a team leader. He was on the team. And it took his team 11 days. If I remember right, it took his team 11 days, and they're like major Ironman athletes. But then like the top team did it in like 7 days, which I think is absolutely insane because this race, it goes all the way across Fiji, and they kayak, they rock climb, they like swim through frozen waters, and then go to extreme heats, mountain bike, all sorts of stuff. And I was like, this would be cool. Let me start biking. So I started biking, and I was like, I think I could do a triathlon. So I did my first one in 2021, like after Ragnar. It was really slow, but there was only 4 people in my age group. And I was like, hey, I took 4th in my age. This is great. And then I looked and saw how many there actually were. And I was like, oh, cool. So then
Yeah.
I just challenged myself. I was like, I'm going to get good. I want to be up on that podium. And so
Yeah.
that's been like a goal for so many of my races now is podium finishes. And there's races where it's like I have a rough day and I'm like, okay, that's not happening. Like the one I did with Caleb, I did one back in June. That bike was so rough on me, but I did good in the run.
It was
Passed a lot of
horrible.
people. I felt pretty good about the swim, but it was a rough course. That bike was rough.
It was
But
false advertisement on elevations, what I'm calling. But
What race was that you guys did in June? Because that was like
it's
right
called
after
the
Ann Arbor, right?
Yeah, so
it
that was the
was
Jordanelle Triathlon. Utah is the company that puts it on. They do a lot of big races here in Utah. But that was a fun one because coming back, there was like this really steep hill, and like I got up to like 45 miles an hour on my bike, and like people are like holding on their brakes, and I'm just like, woo, this is so great. And I just had fun with it, like gliding down the hill, and I'm just giggling because I'm like, this is the fastest I've ever gone. I like glance at my watch and I'm like, oh, this is so fast.
That's
That's
very fast.
I
Yeah,
was
I
like
was like, if I
straight freaking out.
it was so
So
fun. So now I like keep trying to find hills that I can just go and just zoom down, try to get to that speed again. 'Cause you
Crazy.
just feel so free. It's so fun.
Yeah, once you
And
get
then
that need for speed, it never goes away.
it's so true. It's addicting. When I ride horses, like I like to go fast. I like speed events. They're fun. And then I completed my first Ironman. It wasn't a name brand Ironman, but I still consider myself an Ironman. It was like half the price of a name brand, but completed that in September, and it was rough, but I finished. I survived. And I'm
Was
an
it
Ironman
full?
woman.
Was it full
it was
distance
the
or was
full
it half?
distance. Yeah.
Full, wow.
Yeah.
You're an Ironman. It was
Awesome.
it was
I'm
the
an
right
Ironman.
distances.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
2024 was a
crazy.
half. So then I was like, 2025, I'm gonna do the full thing. It's happening.
That's
What's
amazing.
next? An ultra. After an Ironman, I got to do an ultra. So that's what's next on the
I think an
calendar.
Ironman's way harder than an ultra.
I
Yeah,
think mentally, probably.
I mean,
Yeah.
absolutely. The
Yeah.
training's so much
Yeah.
more
I mean,
vigorous.
Oh yeah.
I guess if you're talking about like 100-mile ultra versus an Ironman, maybe,
Yeah,
but like a
50.
50K, 50 mile, or definitely Ironman is gonna.
Yeah. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I won't even do a triathlon, and I've run an ultra distance, so
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that's like a whole nother thing to me.
So
It's
back
so
to
fun.
the Ragnar that you did. You went with your husband. You guys weren't married at the time. Is that correct?
No.
So was this like the second date you guys went on? You said the first date you went on was like a 10-mile run or something,
No. Our first
and
date was a
then
hike. But then it was like our third or fourth date was the 10-mile run. And we ran into a
okay.
rattlesnake. That was exciting. We're like, okay, time to turn around.
So you got to see how he handled a dangerous situation, and apparently it
Exactly,
worked out.
right?
So
Yeah.
yeah, because
But
I'm just telling you right now, all I gotta do is run faster than you in that situation. I do
that's
not do
true.
snake. I'm sorry. All right.
No,
See, he
bro.
runs faster than me, but not for long. He goes hard and then he poops himself out. I'm like looking over at him, seeing if he's noticing I'm talking about him. But no, he runs. He's a fast runner, just not endurance wise.
Yeah. I'm just saying,
That's
if
good.
there's a snake, I just got to run fast enough just to get away. You know.
True. That's
So
true. So like I should not go into the woods with bears with you, right?
No.
you shouldn't, and that's funny because my sister actually is a bear scientist. She actually like tracks
Oh,
bears,
Really?
and that was her.
That's cool.
That was her phrase whenever we were going on a hike. This was like 25 years ago. She was like, I just have to run faster than you. I'm like, That's fine. I've
Can
already
we
come to the
back up for
conclusion
a
that
second?
what?
Excuse me. Did
What?
you
Yeah.
just say your sister's a bear scientist?
Yeah, she's got a
You
PhD
just
in
like
like.
Have we just
skip
skipped
by
on? I
that like
can't.
that's normal. Like it's an
Like,
unbearable
Yeah, so
question.
how have I never heard this before?
she literally she like blow darts them, like tranquilizes them, lifts them up to weigh them, pulls their teeth, tags them, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, and when she was in high school,
That's
she
cool.
was like
I'm blown away.
yeah, she used to be the one that would wear makeup and be like the most popular kid in high school, and then now she's like so granola, it's not funny. So
Has
this
she
is my
ever hit
second
you
sister.
with a blow
My other
dart?
sister,
So
my sister
cool.
Becky lives like 2 or 3 miles from me, not very far. My other sister lives in Montana though, so.
The
Oh.
bear sister lives in Montana.
Yeah, she was like
Okay.
the president
That
of the Bear
tracks.
Trust of International Bear Trust, blah blah blah. I don't know.
I got
I don't
two
know the
questions.
official title, but
Oh
yeah,
the heck.
she's pretty granola.
Okay, question number
So does
one.
she have a
What kind of
degree in
range can she do that dart?
What was that?
I want to
blow
know
dart?
what kind of range she can shoot this blow dart.
I don't think it's very far. So what she does is that she'll set these traps. Like she has like trails that she goes on. Or she did when she was here near Asheville. And she was like, she would basically hike 20 miles a day and check all these bear traps. And so if there was a bear there, they would be basically attached to the tree from the bear trap. And then
Yeah.
she'd blow dart them, and then she would tag them. So she had a truck that had like a little telemetry, so she could see all the bears and how they were migrating, and so like did it so that they could see like what they were eating and all that kind of stuff. It's it's pretty cool,
Awesome.
but yeah,
That
but,
is insane.
yeah.
That's so cool. Does it have
Yeah.
an actual name? Because like you got zoologist, like I have a degree in zoology. Does she have like a bearentology, or I don't know? Is there like an actual
I don't know if
ology that
it's
goes with bear
I don't I think it
scientist?
was I don't think it was specific to bears because at one time she was doing wolves. At one time she was doing something else.
So maybe she could have the same thing as Cat
Cool.
here, the same zoology.
Could be.
I didn't
Could
even
be.
know
That's so
stuff
cool.
like that
Yeah,
like was
that's
out
so
there
cool.
for a degree.
See, there was a
Right?
job.
Yeah.
Like
I was like, oh, I have to go to business school.
Yeah, she's actually she got her PhD in it, and it's funny because then my brother he has a PhD in accounting, so it's kind of like I have the very strange family. Like one is
Complete
way out
opposites.
there, one is way over there,
and then
and I'm
you
So
got
you
nowhere.
have so Cat also has zoology, is it? You have your
Yeah,
degree?
It's in
my degree.
zoology, or is
Yeah.
it in like?
So it's in zoology, yeah, and then like a minor in botany. So I want to go into conservation work. A couple years ago, I went to Africa and did some conservation work. And that was really cool, really neat experience, especially just meeting the people there and the culture. But I have a friend that
Yeah.
I graduated with, who lives just up the road from me, but we both want to do like
Oh,
a
that's cool.
Utah conservation place where people can go and just experience the wildlife. Like a deer will come up to you instead of run away from you. So it'd be a cool little thing we could do. But yeah,
That sounds
That's
awesome.
very cool.
Awesome.
I love animals.
I have to get you connected to my sister. You guys probably
Yeah,
get
seriously.
along very well because she's
Yeah,
all into conservation.
that would be so cool. I would love to go out and
Such
shoot
a
some
small
bears with
world.
her
Look at that.
and
Like,
see the bears and be up
Yeah.
close.
It was funny because at one
I want to
like
be
so
probably like 20,
Yeah,
25 years ago,
so-
she had she was in Alaska and she was I don't remember what she was studying. She was studying something, but she was like, I have to have a shotgun because of the bear, like certain type of bears there that were really aggressive. And I was like, she was like, I'll never shoot them if I don't need to. But I was like, I mean, it's just one of those
Yeah,
things. I'm like, and I'm going out
self-defense.
on these hikes with her, and she's just like, if they're coming down the mountain real fast, all you got to do is kind of go at them, and then right when they get really close, you just jump out the way. I'm like, how many times have you done that? I mean,
sounds horrible.
I'm like, is this something you told mom? Because my mom would just be like,
just
but
a normal Tuesday. No big deal.
yeah,
No, it's crazy.
Just being chased by a bear. Why
wow,
not? Oh my heck, that's
yeah.
Can I
awesome.
come to y'all's next Thanksgiving?
But
That'd
she sends me like probably like every 2 or 3 months, she sends me pictures of like she's going in these dens and pulling out little baby bear cubs. I have to maybe I'll put some pictures to you, Danielle,
Oh,
so you can post them up here. But she's got all these like I probably have 50 pictures of like different bear cubs that she's holding, and she's always saying you should come up here and you can do that. And I'm like, uh, I'm okay. I think they're cute. Don't get me wrong, but I know the mom's somewhere, and she's like, oh, they're usually blow darting. I'm like, okay, but there's other
Your
bears somewhere
dad
too.
somewhere.
I'm like,
Yes, can you
oh
set
my
me up
God.
like with an experience with your sister? I want to go and see this and experience
oh,
that.
she
That's
would,
so freaking cool.
oh,
Oh
she
my
would, she
gosh.
would love that. She's always trying to get me to send my daughter up there, and I mean, I would love to go to I haven't been to Montana in forever. It's beautiful up there,
Oh, it's
but
so beautiful. Mhm.
just one of those things. I'm like,
Which
I
part of
don't know. I don't. I can't remember. I don't know off the top of my
That's
head.
good. Yeah, you
I
don't
don't
want to
even
risk
know
your
Wherever
what
there's
daughter's life.
you just like skirted past that. It was like whoa, 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 whoa,
Yeah, I
hold
was
up.
like, hold up.
Scientist.
I have a
That's such a
lot of
cool thing.
areas that you guys don't know about.
Oh,
All right.
secrets you're
Well,
sharing.
back on
So cool.
topic.
Yeah, sorry.
No, that was interesting. But we were
That's so
talking
cool.
about Ragnar, right?
Yeah,
Ragnar, yeah.
Ragnar.
Wasatch back. It goes from Logan, Utah, where Utah State University is, and then the one we did because I think COVID was like keeping people from, because it was 2021, so they were still hesitant to like do an overnight thing. So it's just a sprint from Logan to Snow Basin, which is like 62 miles.
So for
So
people
they just
that
did a day.
aren't like in this stuff, it's a sprint, just a sprint, 63 miles.
So
Like,
it was a half distance, but it was a team. So we had a team of 6. So like
Yeah.
each person averaged 10 miles, which wasn't huge. But it was
That'd
really
be
fun. That was a fun race because we would just be like chilling in the back of the truck, just driving. All these people driving. We're like massage gunning our legs. Sorry, there's my foot. Massage gunning our legs.
I mean, if we're doing that, I mean,
no,
Sleeping.
put yours away. We can see cats, not
Um,
yours, please.
I got this
yeah, we all
like
had
toenail that's
to-
growing like another toenail off of it. But sorry, go on.
But yeah, we would be like massaging our legs in the back of the truck, like in the truck bed, just driving down like 40 miles an hour, following the next runner or something. It was so fun. And then we did it again the next year. And then the third year, I think they didn't do it in 2023 because it was 2021 we did it the first time, 2022, and then 2023 I think they didn't do it for some reason, and then 2024 I didn't do it again. I have only done it twice, but 2024 they opened the full back up, which was a 2-day one, from Logan to Midway, which was like 160 something miles, I think. But that would be a team of 12 or a team of 6 if you did the ultra. And then there'd be an overnight crew. That like some people would be running through the night, the other team would be sleeping. The people who ran first, they'd be sleeping. And then everybody would get back together, and then like each person would run one more time. So yeah, it was a cool race. It was fun because it's just a relay. And you get to just hang out with some of your friends. So it was
Yeah,
good.
that's
Yeah,
awesome.
all of those things that like I see pop up, I'm like, okay, I'll do all of them. They all sound like so cool.
Right.
Yes, it's a problem.
I'm just trying to make enough friends so if somebody wins the lottery, at least they'll pay for a couple of my races.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
always accepting race entries for free. So
So I'm not asking for a lot.
Right,
I just
right.
a
Well,
few
we both have
registrations.
yes, a few bibs. Maybe sending me across the country would be cool. That'd be nice.
You didn't tell me
Yeah,
all these
why not?
races are out of country. It's like, I mean, you got the cash flow. I mean,
You always show like you have like you're always doing stuff with horses, and it seems like you have multiple jobs, but from what I can see. So you fill us in on I guess on a day in the life of Cat. I guess would be
Yeah.
uh,
So I can't choose one thing to do. I I would love to do one thing, but I can't. So I would in the morning, we'll just go with a Wednesday. In the mornings, I go and teach horse riding lessons. I have 3 students. And then I'm done by noon, go and take a dog for a run at about 12:30. That's another job I have. I run dogs, get paid to run, which is great. And then I have about an hour break to just eat lunch, stretch a little bit, and then I head to Lowe's. I work at Lowe's. Where I'm there for about 5 hours, just part-time. They got good benefits, so I'm like, "I'm just gonna hang out here. This is nice." Uh, and then I also am a personal trainer, and I trim horses' feet too. So I've got 5 I guess, like, I've got 2 main jobs, teaching horse riding lessons in Lowe's, and then I've got, like, 3 side hustles. So, yeah. Can't choose one thing.
well, that's awesome. So you say you trim horses.
Their feet.
So you fit them with shoes and everything, or do you just
I just do barefoot trims. So I went
okay?
out with a mentor for about 2 years, and like he would do all the shoeing stuff. I'd just do the trims with him, and he's like, you really don't need to learn. A lot of people just want their shoe or their horses trimmed. They don't really want them shoed. He's like, you really don't need to learn it. Plus, he's like, my arms are destroyed. Like all the nerves in my hands are gone. They're shot. This has destroyed my body shoeing the horses. Plus, you need like a whole setup, like your whole
Yeah.
truck, for shoeing, where all I need is like a couple of tools, my bib or my chaps, and then a stand to put the horse's feet on. So that's what I do. I'm like, I don't really want to get into the whole shoeing thing.
So here's another little side bit about me. I used to have horses.
Oh yeah.
So
That's
um we had probably 3 or 4 horses that we had, and we had somebody that basically was I don't what's the easiest say horse trader. I don't know, but he was always swapping horses. Like he would probably use our property. Like I got a new horse, I'm going to drop it off at your house, kind of thing. Um, but his wife, she would do like all the stuff with him, and I've never seen 2 people. They were probably like in their 50s. They were like in the most incredible shape. She was like lifting 2 bales of hay, one in each hand, just kind of
Jeez.
tossing it. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Like she would throw it down, and I'm like I'm like, oh my god,
Yeah,
I'm
with
like,
one, they're rough.
yeah, yeah, and she was like probably 120 pounds wet, maybe, and just like I'm just like I don't understand it. I
throwing
don't understand
herself
how you guys
around practically.
was that?
Throwing her own self around at that weight.
Yeah,
Like
I mean those bales of hay are like
40 to
I don't
50
even care.
pounds a
Yeah,
bale.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it was incredible. I mean, I guess if you're doing that stuff all day long, you're just in amazing shape or whatever. But it's like I don't know. Our horses just were really just large yard animals. They just eat our grass
Pasture
from us.
ponies.
So I didn't have to cut the grass. That's all it was.
Oh man. Yeah. You're just paying a couple thousand a month instead of paying for your lawnmower. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, it's
but
true.
yeah, we have a little bit in common because I do a bunch of jobs and I'm
Right.
trying to run dogs, but I'm only walking them so far.
It's
So,
hard. Like,
yeah.
I had to like, I posted on Facebook last January, and I was like, "Hey, if you have a high energy dog that needs running." So I found a few, um, and then I've had to, like, tell a few people, like, "Hey, your dog is too slow. It's too hard to run your dog." So, like, I've kind of narrowed it down to a few that actually will run, and most of
Right.
them are, like, in the husky breed. So they run.
Yeah.
When you tell people that their dogs are slow, do they get really super offended? I can only imagine that some of them would be like mortified that you're telling them that their dog is fat and slow. I mean,
No,
I
it's
mean,
not.
it's I tell it nicely usually. There was
Yeah,
one
not like
person
that.
who's
give us an example. Let's hear this.
so, one of them was my students. One of my students, her mom reached out to me like, "Hey, can you run my dogs?" And she had 2 little, like, chicken nugget dogs, like the mini golden doodle little guys. And she's like, "Oh, they're such good runners. They're so high energy." And I take them and I'm going like 12, 13-minute pace. I'm like, "Yeah, high energy. This is great." And then it'd be like, "Stop and sniff this way, stop and sniff with this way." And it's like 2 dogs. So it's like they're twisting around each other. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
this sucks. Like, this run is not working. I'm trying to do this for training plus making money while doing it. And so, like, I just reached out to her and I was like, "Hey, um, like, I have a specific speed I'm trying to go. Like, it's really hard to take your dogs." Like, I wasn't mean about it. I was like, "It's really hard just because they're not, like, at the pace that I wanna be going at." Um, and she's like, "Oh, that's understandable. I understand. Thanks for telling me."
What about the ones that run super fast? Because I mean, I also have a husky and she's super duper fast. So,
So I
I
use a
mean,
running belt, like, on my waist,
okay.
and they've learned a lot of the dogs have learned, I'm not gonna go their speed. I, like, dig into my heels, and I'm like, it's terrible for running, but, like, I dig back, and then finally they
Yeah.
start to chill. They're like, "Okay, I can't pull as much." Um, but then, like, every now and again, I do speed work with them, and it kicks their butt. Like, they're like they go fast for, like, 3 or 4 intervals, but then after that, they're, like, trotting, like, they go in front of me, like, "Let's go as fast as we can."
And
And
then
then
they're like,
after that, they're, like,
try.
trotting alongside, like, "Hang on, this is great." Like, the "I'm coming, King Julian," like that little
Yeah.
thing. That's how I feel
That's the
they're
thing.
acting.
Every speed workout.
Then
So
you're literally dragging them behind you.
oh, yeah. But
I've been offering it, but just like most people, dogs aren't like, crazy ready like to
yeah,
run. So,
that's fair. It's taken a minute to train some of the dogs. Like, they have to
yeah.
build up their endurance just like we do. Whew.
That's super cool. It was part of the introduction to. You were actually one of the first people I followed that like made me even aware of Run Talk. So I'm curious to know kind of how you got involved with it and kind of what that looked like for you getting on the platform.
So, when did I start? I started posting on TikTok, I wanna say end of 2023, beginning of 2024, because 'cause I'm getting, like, on this day videos from, like, the beginning of 2024.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Mhm.
and I remember, like, getting, like, my first follower and so excited. I was like, "Tyler, Tyler, I got a follower." It was, like, the best day ever. And then, like, I've just tried to find, like, hashtags that work, and then I was like, "Oh, what's Run Talk?" And because there had been, like, a few people that had been posting Run Talk, and then I started doing that, and I was like, "Look at this." Like, I'd click on the hashtag and see all the people that did Run Talk and find friends, like Mel
Wait,
and
you can
Liz,
click
you
on the
know them.
hashtag?
They're, like, my
I
best
honestly didn't know
friends,
that.
and I met them on social media.
You click on the
What?
hashtag and what does it do? I'm not playing. What is it?
Oh, yeah. It takes you
Oh,
to other
pop.
people who have, like, posted the hashtag. It's like a link, basically.
Oh, so this is like a
Mhm.
link of like a bunch of people. I mean, I
It's
honestly have never tried. I never knew that you clicked on it.
So the whole point of hashtags is to group like the videos
No, I
together.
get that, but so you click on it. You
Good
can
job,
actually
Steve.
click. No,
It,
damn it!
yeah.
I'm getting my phone. Hold on.
it
Yeah, click
it's
it.
the same button as the pound sign pops.
Hold on. I gotta call my cab first.
Thanks, Grandpa. So, yeah, I clicked on the hashtags, found other Run Talk people.
Hey, did you all know
Yeah,
if you
because I was
click on
like,
a hashtag, it'll pull up a group of other videos? I didn't know that.
"Wait, hold up, let me pull up my phone and look at this." Whoa, amazing. Let's see, if I click on something says
I didn't know
Run
that.
Breaking
Talk.
news. Hashtags have a reason.
Let's
thought they
see.
had a reason. It's not I didn't think they had a reason. I just thought it was a dumb reason. That's all.
Hashtag boomers.
I'm like trying to find a run talk here.
See, I taught her something.
Okay. Anyway, yeah,
Oh.
it's fine. But yes, you learned something today, Keith. So proud of you.
I did. Thank you. A
Good
good
job.
day.
Yeah.
It's always a good day.
And
Will you? Oh, I
it's
can
kind
do
of
it. Yeah.
turned into something really cool. I mean, like I got to
Nice.
go out to Utah and we got to meet, and you were
Gosh.
so awesome, and y'all let me actually borrow a bike for like 2 weeks, so I didn't have to rent one, and we got to race together, and I got to run with some of your like crew. I got to meet Mel and Liz, and that's turned into y'all like always doing dance parties and fun stuff.
I love those too. Like our group chat is always blowing up. Like we're always talking. It's so great. Planning stuff out,
Yeah,
planning our
you
next
guys are
video,
like
our
the
next
cutest
run.
on your videos. I love it. Every time one comes
I
up,
love
I'm like,
those
yes,
too.
this is amazing.
I I don't have girlfriends. And so like when I found these two and I have girlfriends now, I was just like, happy day. Cause like I was talking to Tyler about this last night. Like me and him, we talk like we're best friends and we talk about so much, but he doesn't understand when I need lady talk. I gotta have
Yeah, there's a
ladies. And so
difference.
it's fun to have, and they're both moms. And like, I'm like wanting to be a mom. So it's fun to chat with them. So yeah, I like it. And again, I met them through like Run Talk and Instagram. And so it's awesome.
It's so
But
cool
yes, it
how
was
the
fun.
internet can do positive things.
I agree. Well, Caleb coming to Utah, I was so excited, and then I was like, "Don't rent a bike. You can use our bike." Like Tyler doesn't use it, and it worked. It was good. Saved him some bucks, so it was
Yeah,
awesome.
that's awesome. So
It's
kind of
saving
you.
a lot of money, so probably
Did you,
need to send y'all like a gift card or something. So
Caleb? Did
Hey,
you
you
use
sent
that
me
for the
those
race?
cool things.
I did. That's why I was terrified on the like going down that big hill, because like the bike was a little small and I didn't have clip ins, and like the aero bars are different, and
Yeah.
but which we fixed it. But when me and Kat was riding, like I hit a bump and like they moved, and I was like, oh my god, if that was happening going down the hill, I would have died.
Whoa,
But
yeah,
it was
that'd be
fixed.
scary.
But I was nervous. It
But that
was
was so fun.
such a good time.
So do you have any
I was
big
so happy.
races coming up? You have
My
any big
ultra
races
in
coming up?
April. It's 12 weeks from yesterday, and I'm like, or no, 13 weeks from yesterday. I'm like, okay, cool.
So crazy when it gets down to that like
You know.
realistic amount of time until it.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
details on it, like mileage wise,
So
just
it
because ultra, it's like, is it 27? Is it 107? Like the
Yeah, so
ultras
an
are
ultra
weird.
marathon, that's true. And anything above a marathon is considered an ultra. So technically, my first marathon was an ultra because it was like 26.4. I'm like, oh, look, I'm an ultra runner. Most ultras you see are going to be like 30 miles, like a 50K. That's basically the first level of ultra, and then just goes up from there. So the first one I'm doing is a 50 miler. I'll probably do more depending on how I feel after this one, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to England. I want to actually enjoy my trip and not be dead for the next couple of days.
Yeah.
So I'm like 50 is good. It's a good starting point for me. So I'm
Yeah.
really
50's
excited for it.
outrageous.
Yeah.
Look, we
The
have
nice
all these people that come on this podcast, and I just like to remind everyone, some people never run a mile, like ever. So like 50 miles is insane, like in the
I
best
mean, you
way.
think about
Yeah,
I
2 marathons.
remember high school Kat, she would hide during 800 meters. She didn't
Right?
like running.
800
So
meters.
yeah,
So it's
that's a
very
few
cool.
times around. I had this picture I found, and I was gonna post this on TikTok, but TikTok's not working. I went like to the back of my Instagram. You guys probably can't see it very well. That's me in 2014. It's not the best, but like,
Well, you can send it to me. We'll add it on to the
there you go. I'll
screen
send
later.
that. But but it's like if I was to tell that cat in 2014 that she'd be doing a 50-mile ultra marathon or being an Ironman, I would have. I mean, I don't even know what an Ironman is at that point. I was like, okay, so like I'm
Yeah.
gonna like wear a costume, like gonna dress as Iron Man. Cool, as an Iron Man. But
Well, yeah, you were also
like,
you were 16. You were 16, so you're also outlook on life was totally different as a 16-year-old as opposed to 20, as
Right.
opposed to somebody in their 50s too. I'm just saying,
Right.
so
I was just thinking about
yeah,
who I'm gonna kiss in high school, like
yeah.
passing my classes, going on dates, all that. Wasn't thinking about
That's what happens when you're in your
triathlon.
50s, just FYI.
You're gonna have
That's
so
like the
many new
coolest way to
friends.
be able to like look back though, is
Hashtags.
like when you can look back and be like, wow, like I couldn't even dreamed of this before. And now I'm
Right.
dreaming further than that, so that's really cool.
So eventually I'll probably want to do like one of the ultras and get up to like 100 plus miles. I think that would be cool. But 50 miles for now is good. It's a 17-hour cutoff, which was the same for an Ironman. So I'm like, yeah, that's good. I can do it.
Yeah,
You got this.
you'll be fine.
You've been to the
But that
pancake.
is still going to be a hard. That to me, a 50-mile and Ironman. I mean, I still think the
It's
Ironman's harder. I'm just
yeah.
I
I've
think
I've
so.
done
Yeah.
both, and
yeah.
not being biased, doing both. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Well, you can't like on a bike, you're so far away. That's the thing. You can't just give up as easy because it was like a 50-mile loop 2 times around. And if you're just tired, you're like, I got to keep going. My legs are done. My butt hurts, but I got to keep going. And then like the run, um, so because it's a marathon for an Ironman, so it was an out and back 2 times, so 2 13-mile loops. Uh, I like I caught up with the first place female, not caught up with her, but like I was running with her. She was finishing her marathon, and I was finishing my first half marathon. And she was going in the finish line. I was like, good luck, bye. I turn around and look like how far I have to go. And I started crying. Like
Oh,
I was in so much pain. I was like, I have to go and do that again. It hurt so bad. It took
like,
me 4 hours to complete that second half marathon. It
well,
was rough. Yeah. My sister was like, how long did it take you to complete your first marathon? I was like, 4.5 hours. She's like, you can do that. I was like, Ashley, I just biked over 100 miles. I don't think I can do that. These are not fresh
112.
legs.
And
no.
swim.
Yeah,
And swim
112. Yeah,
2.4.
yeah.
So, yeah.
People
But it
people
was
just you can't make somebody understand how uh, like what level of tired your legs are at the start
Well,
of the marathon.
the
yes.
bike, you're going to be on the bike for 6 hours. I mean,
Right.
that's 6 hours of anything. Walking, even just sitting in a chair for 6 hours
Yeah,
is bad.
it's
I mean,
true.
you're going to feel it,
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
It was I was kind of glad because I think an Ironman, like an actual Ironman, name Ironman, you can't have people like assisting you on the run. My family came and they switched out, like some would run like 3 miles, other would run like a mile or two. They would switch out that last lap because I was like, I was done. I was walking, like it was like a 17-minute pace. Like I was like, it just hurt so bad. And it was pitch black. Like up at Bear
and,
Lake in Utah, it's dark, dark. And
and
so
when you
the
say
stars were out.
assist, and when you say they're assisting you, they're not really, they're just
Yeah.
with
Moral
you. They're not
support.
Running with
assisting you.
It's no
Yeah.
Yeah.
different than
moral
crowd
support.
support in an
Yeah.
Yeah.
and running so to all the
Yeah.
haters out there, yes,
Yeah.
it counts. Actually think yours
Right.
is harder because there was no crowd support like what you
And
get in Iron Man.
There was.
the
It was
longer you're on your
wild.
feet, no
It
matter
was
what you're doing, like the harder it gets too. Like,
Yeah.
like if you run like a 6.5 hour marathon, that to me is harder than like my first marathon I did was harder than my second marathon
Yeah.
because it took me longer for the same distance. So I
Yeah.
totally get that. Like that 4 hour loop, like had to just been just I can't imagine because I've never been like doing that, but just brutal.
Yeah.
right.
And when you see
I
people, the out
so
and
I
backs,
had
I hate
made
those type
myself
of races.
Oh, yeah. They're
Go ahead.
rough.
Sorry.
Like looking and seeing where you have
Yeah.
to get to sucks. But I had
Yeah.
made myself sick on the bike ride. I ate too many Rice Krispie treats and I couldn't
Ugh.
eat much. Like I survived on like applesauce packets, those squeeze ones. That's now my
Yeah.
new favorite fuel. Like I take that on my long
Yeah.
runs because I don't like gels and I couldn't eat really anything else. Like I had some Doritos that were at an aid station, but like the applesauce packets, they saved my life. Like I was locked up, couldn't go to the bathroom from like When I started the race, like I went to the bathroom at like 6:45, started at 7, did not go until like 7:30 that night. And so I was locked up completely. And then I ate the applesauce and I could not get to the bathroom fast enough. I was like, I gotta go. So glad I made that.
Get me
Didn't
out of
have a
here.
code brown, but it was a good race. That was a cool one.
So Caleb said that, did he mention to you to come up with a question to ask the three of us or one
I
of
did
us,
have
whatever?
one. So you see where it says react down at the bottom? Whoever puts their hand up first gets this question, okay?
Oh, okay, hold on.
There's no hashtags involved, so you can do this.
Wait, I don't have a hand up. I just have a thumbs up. Does that count?
Okay, that works.
Yeah.
That works.
Or a heart.
Oh, do whatever reaction you do, you got me.
Sad face. Is that okay too?
Yeah, if you're sad about answering this one. Okay, so
Okay.
the question is,
Ooh, me. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
have you ever had a full-on conversation with yourself out loud during a run, and what were you arguing or having a question about? Oh, I'm getting thumbs up more up here by Keith.
Oh, that wasn't me.
Oh, okay.
It was me.
Okay, they were like by
Oh,
Keith.
I was getting on Danielle. I thought Danielle was doing it.
I didn't hit it.
It was
Okay,
coming from
Caleb, let's
Danielle's
hear it.
screen. You
I
not
talk-
you didn't pay for the premium service of this streaming service, did you? We're getting it
No.
all out in different places.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's like here and here and here. It's all over.
balling on a budget. I honestly talk to myself probably every single run and ride, and it usually starts off with a song, and that's my stretchings, just kind of like getting the vibe going, and then by the end of the run, I'm usually like, "Come on, legs, you can do it!" It's like, and then sometimes there's like some language involved, and I'm like,
I see Caleb in the middle of his run being like, "Hey, sexy, what you doing, sexy?
Pulls up his camera and just like
You looking good. Yeah. We got this."
adjusting the
Oh.
helmet strap.
only when I got the cape and the wig on, I guess.
Oh, and you can do this. with your
Oh,
favorite
that was
t-shirt.
epic.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, so do you
Feels
wear
like
with that
Jeopardy.
question, like are you wearing headphones at all or do you not wear headphones?
I do. So I run with music. With Ironman, obviously, like you're not allowed to have music. So I usually try to, like, if it's a long session, I'll do half and half. Just I absolutely love running with no music when I'm trail running. I
Mhm.
hate running with no music when I'm on pavement.
Yeah.
So there's not really good trails in Florida though. So it's like sand.
And
Um,
eaters.
but I'm definitely that guy that like thinks he's killing it and hitting like all the high notes, and it's like I'm going on The Voice, and then my neighbors are like, "That is why, kids, you don't do crack."
Yeah.
Like I'm that guy, like screaming Miley Cyrus running down the street at
Making my way down.
5:30 in the morning.
Wait, that's not Miley Cyrus.
He's singing
I
Wrecking
like
Ball.
it too.
Wrecking Ball.
Yeah, see, I don't wear headphones anymore if I'm training outside. If I'm in the gym, then yes, headphones, because I just hate gym sound, and then I put myself up more. But if I'm outside, like running, biking, whatever I'm doing outside, just don't wear headphones. So, because I don't use them for a race, so I just don't train with them. But my thoughts to go along with that, I have conversations with myself all the time. Like when I was training for my marathon last spring, I was like telling myself like, okay, like I'm walking at this point because I'm like so sore. I'm like, okay, like you got this. And then my other self would be like, I don't think you got this. And I just have a conversation with myself like, okay, how about we run until we get to that spot? And then the other self is like, oh, fine. If you stop after that. But then like I say like, okay, we just got past it. How about we go for like another minute? So like I'm having a conversation with myself, like trying to like tell my other self to keep going, you know?
Do you have
And then
different
like
names?
runner's
for
math
each?
where you're like, oh, if I just run, it's just 5 miles twice, which is just 2.5 miles 4 times.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Like why it seems better that way, but you know.
Okay, the next question, and Keith or Danielle, you guys can get this one. What is the strangest place you've ever had to stop for a bathroom mid-run? Okay, I don't know who got that. Thumbs up.
Okay, I said I did.
Okay.
Um,
Thumbs up, we're over here. You're here.
on the curb in my neighborhood.
No. Was that a number 2 or was that a number 1?
It was, and it was dark at least.
Did you like go out there with a dog bag the next day and be like,
It was like very rainy out, luckily. So I was hoping it was, taken care of.
no. How close were you to home? Because that must have hit hard.
I was less
Well,
than a
it's-
mile, but that was
Right
not.
outside her door.
Oh.
It was on a
It's
neighbor's
on the ring
porch.
camera now. Oh,
Yeah,
geez.
luckily I think I was like far enough away, hopefully from like either house, but
Jeez.
otherwise they got a show.
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
Wow.
That's not a show that many people want to see.
No,
Just saying.
everybody's got something, right?
True.
Yeah.
Oh,
Man.
man. I don't even know if I want to try to know where mine is.
Just the giggling and alone is like a good indication.
Oh man. Yeah, yesterday I was on a trail run and I wanted to look and be like, I had pooped at like the side of a trail like a week before, and I was like, I wonder if it's still I go over and look, it's gone.
So-
I'm like,
so
and
the-
it had no moisture, no rain. I was like,
So some animal enjoyed themselves.
I was
So-
like trying to think what animals live around here that would be eating my poop.
Well, dogs always try and eat poop. Like, not all dogs, but some dogs really like it, which is so gross. So I'm
So
sure there's other animals that are wild that would find that.
The
as well.
fact
Maybe
that
try
you
it.
have this story fresh on the top of your head is kind of alarming. Just FYI. I'm just saying. I mean,
Hashtag
No.
runner
No.
life.
Hey, do you remember what hashtag means, Keith? Pound sign.
do.
Click on it.
I do.
Okay, Keith.
So I'll look up
Okay.
hashtag poop on a trail.
Poop
And
on
there
a
you'll
trail.
be.
There you go.
Or hashtag curb pooping. And there's Danielle.
A ring camera recording.
Or hashtag use your sock. And there's
There's
Caleb.
Caleb.
Hey,
If
I
I-
got to use a rock.
Well, sock. He said it's a sock.
know.
Well, I don't know. Maybe he uses a rock too.
I-
but-
He
use a
uses a rock.
I've
Yeah.
done both.
Yeah.
A rock?
A rock.
Jesus.
Anything
this
is better than your bare hand.
It's true.
Not a rock.
True.
A rock is not better than your bare hand.
See, I
And having
just
to have a
make sure it was
poop hand?
clean cut.
I would rather have poop on my hand than a
No,
rock
you gotta
in
get-
my
No,
ass.
thank you.
You got to get that smooth stone.
Yeah.
No.
See,
This is
I
also
just
why-
had to sometimes it's a clean cut and sometimes, you got to just check it. So
Yeah.
why waste a good sock if you could just use
I
a rock?
agree.
No rock.
I'm with you.
I would never use a rock. Ever. Ever. Ever.
Your
I would
dainty
shit
little
on myself and just
butthole.
let it be there before, excuse the language. I would just do that and just let it be there before I use a rock.
Jeez. Oh,
Use the language.
boy. Okay. Okay, Keith, last question.
Okay. Do I have to raise my hand?
No, you don't have to. If you were a runner, what absurd sport or hobby do you think you'd be obsessed with instead?
If I
Celebration.
wasn't a runner, but I'm not a runner.
Yeah. Oh, you're not a runner?
I'm not a runner.
Oh, I thought this was run talk stuff. Wait,
He's
what?
not
I can easily just
a lover.
not applicable.
Oh, okay. Fine.
No, so what would I be obsessed
He's
with?
just messing with us.
Okay. So here's a little fun fact about me. I used to be into bowling. I used to actually be a professional bowler too. So
That's cool.
at one
Outta
point
here.
I used to bowl like probably about 4 times a week. And then so that was probably when I was in my 20s and 30s. Then I realized I couldn't make any money, and I wasn't. I mean, I was good. I mean, I had a pro card where I could go and like enter like regional tournaments and stuff. But I just never. It was like people were bowling like 200 games a week. I mean, it was just like to the point where I was like, my body couldn't handle that. So it was. I think maybe if I could have changed maybe some of my strength training or something, I don't know, and I may have gone down that path at some point, but
I don't believe you. You said your body could not handle
yeah, I couldn't.
bowling, bowling, Keith, and you just ran 28 miles.
No, it's
Yes.
different because I mean, you're basically holding a 16-pound ball in your hand, and the repetition of
That's fair. It would.
and the crazy thing, it wasn't so much that, it was in my back. That's part of the reason why I got a bad back now is from bowling. So
Is that why you're so fast? I'm gonna start bowling on the weekends.
I don't know.
That's a good
It's funny
idea.
because
The secret
people
weapon.
have said that I look like a little tiptoe princess when I bowled. I had a weird form, but I don't know.
We're gonna need a
What's the
video of that
best-
for the
Yeah.
podcast.
Well, yeah, at some point.
Yes, send that over, please.
Make sure that
Yeah.
makes
I don't have a tutu on though, so
It's okay, I'll add it.
okay.
AI can do a lot now.
But yeah, so
Well,
I haven't
heard you
bowled
went-
in like before COVID. I was still bowling, like actually at least once a week. And but then I gave it up because it started becoming like a job, and I was always sore and hurting, and I was like, then it was impacting with any type of training I was doing. So I was like, I don't really like it anymore, so I gave it up. But
I did not know that.
no,
But that's cool.
You
That
did
is way cool.
learn me something else today as well.
you
I'm
know,
a terrible boy.
I'm old. I got a lot of history.
So right along with the name of our podcast, do you want to podcast? My voice is a mess. I'm trying. Do you want to tell us about your favorite bib from the past?
So I was thinking about this, and I have two that I've really liked. So probably like any of the ones up at Bear Lake, like where I did my Ironman. I've done several distances of triathlons there. So all three of those, because it's the Caribbean of the Rockies, like turquoise water. It's a beautiful area. And I just love that like country feel when you're biking. It's just so peaceful. And then the second one, and that's a triathlon, and then the second one is a running one. It's the Nut, which I'm wearing. Northern Utah Trail Fest.
Nice.
I've done that one twice. It was a 3-hour one I did the first time, and you just run this like 3.5-ish mile loop as many times as you can before cutoff. And then last year I did the 6-hour. And I took second overall female, which I was happy about last year. The year before I took 5th overall. So it was nice getting a medal this year.
Heck yeah.
And I know, it felt so good. And then they had like all sorts of stuff for placing. I was like, this is cool.
How many miles did you get in those 6 hours?
I did 21 miles. I was hoping to hit like 24. It would be like 24.5, but it was downpouring that day. They had to postpone the race by an hour because of the rain. Cars were getting stuck in mud. People were just sliding down hills. I'll have to send you pictures and videos, but I mean, it's on my social media, but you were just sliding. Like I probably gained, like, I'm not going to show you guys my feet again, but like a platform of shoes or of mud on my shoes, like just collected. I probably put on like a pound or two of mud. But I loved that. The year before it was perfect weather, but then 2025 downpouring, but I had so much fun. It was so pretty. It was in autumn, up in our mountains up here. So like leaves were orange and red and yellow. The colors were so pretty. And I was just having so much fun. Like the trail running community is just so chill, and it was so fun just chatting with everybody. I had like one of the ambassadors, because I'm an ambassador with Ogden Marathon. One of the other ambassadors, he was there, and it was fun just chatting with him. And then another one was there just taking a bunch of pictures. He's like, "Hey, congrats on your Ironman 3 weeks ago." I was like, "Oh, thanks. I don't remember your name, but thanks anyway." So it was a really fun experience. The people there were so fun. Like they had all sorts of food. And it was just beautiful. Like, even though it was completely muddy and you'd be sliding down the hill, like, I'm usually really good at running downhill on trails, just fly down the hills. But, like, this time I'm like, I'm not going to slip. But I still had so much fun. Yeah, baby steps going down the hill. I'm surprised I didn't fall on my butt. A lot of people did. And then I had a bike race also that same day, and every lap people had to do, they had to go wash their bikes off so they could go out again because their chains were just getting covered.
Holy crap.
Wow. It was a cool race. Northern Utah Trail Fest. It's like a 3-day thing too. if you're ever in Utah in October, first weekend of October, it's a fun thing they have. Like on Friday, they have like a group run and bike ride in the evening, and then like dinner and a band that comes and plays, and then people camp out. Saturday, they've got band, food, the race. And then Sunday, they have like yoga the next day. So it's
Oh,
kind of
that
like a
sounds
full
awesome.
event, but that was
Yeah.
a cool one.
Sounds like a good
Yeah.
birthday present to myself.
I know. There you go.
Yeah.
Come over to Utah.
So I can't wait to if you wipe your ass with a rock. I cannot wait to hear what your bad idea is. I mean, there is something. I'm just saying, there better be something good coming up, because I'm just saying, rocks. I do a lot of dumb things in my life, but like bad things,
Yeah.
dumb decisions, whatever. A rock would be a bad decision for me. I'd be like, that is. So I'm waiting.
So I use toilet paper to wipe my nose, right? So I use the rock.
But rocks to wipe your ass.
Yeah,
We get this.
exactly. No, so it has to do with, number 2. It was this last year, Halloween. I went out. I was dressed as Pitbull and everything, and like we had trick-or-treaters at my parents' house. So I was also dressed as a ghost, spooking, like jumping out, because my parents put up like a Halloween like spook alley at their house. So I was just jumping out of the corn, scaring kids. It was so fun. But she made taco soup for us that night. And if you've ever had taco soup, it's got like corn and beans and like 3 different beans. It's like kidney beans, black beans, and another bean. I can't remember what bean, but lots of beans. So freaking good. Okay.
He's already concerned.
Next morning, I had a group run, and Mel was with me, and she's like, "You can just leave me. It's okay." I'm like, "I'm not gonna leave you in the mountains in the dark by yourself. Like, there's lions and mountain lions and not
Yeah.
lions, but mountain lions and all sorts of stuff and crazies." So she was with me, and she's like, she had the thought to like grab toilet paper before the run, and I'm glad she did, because like 6 miles in, it was like a 10-mile run just down the canyon. I was like, Mel, I hurt so bad. Like, I'm farting like a ton. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna swerve over here, and like I'm like, it hurts so bad. And so I'm like, I found a spot. The sun had started coming up at this point because it was early morning. And she's like, I have toilet paper. Take it with you. So I like go over the edge, and it's like a cliff. Like, here's the road, and then it like dips down here. I'm like, I'm going to go over here. And so I go down a little ways, and I'm like holding onto branches so I don't slide down the hill. And I poop right there, right? But then climbing back up the hill, that was a challenge. So I'm like climbing, but then sliding back. I'm like, my poop's like right here. And I'm like, I'm like hoping that none got on my shoes, because I was like, okay, I think we're good. I wasn't smelling anything. And then like half a mile later, we come upon like a porta potty. I was like, cool, of course.
Oh man.
Like,
And then the next week you ran by the spot and you went to check to see if your poop was still there.
Yeah, I just had to make sure, see if any animals decided to eat it. But no, bad decision was eating that. Like, I ate a ton of that taco soup. It was so freaking good. And I had done like a triathlon that day on Halloween, because I was like, I'm gonna do a triathlon dressed as Pitbull. Actually, I did a bike and a run dressed as Pitbull. And then yeah, so eating the taco soup the night before a long run where you have no idea where the bathrooms are, not the best decision.
But you and Mel got closer, I'm sure.
We did. We realized that was our first run, just the two of us. I was like, cool. Our first run together, it's me.
Welcome to the club.
And has she ran with you since, is the question.
Yes, she has.
Okay.
I think she's been more hesitant, to be honest, but no, I'm just kidding. Yes.
That's hilarious.
She has run with me. But yes, that definitely
Mm.
brought us close together, being poop buddies right next to each other. Well, not right next to each other. I was the only one pooping, and she was standing guard. But, yeah. But then I felt great. So that was my
Finish
bad
strong.
decision.
That's all that matters.
Hashtag finish strong.
You don't know what you're gonna get if you click on that one, though, I think. So
Ooh. Yeah, that's true.
I ain't clicking on that one.
Oh.
Oh man.
Y'all gonna send me
So,
down a rabbit hole with this clicking on these hashtags. I never really knew. I didn't know that you could click on, honestly. I was like, what the hell is everybody putting
Keith
this
at
stupid
3
stupid
a.m.
stuff on?
Yeah, yes, exactly, Kat.
Well,
I'm
no,
dead.
it's gonna be.
You're gonna be
Oh,
scrolling all
shoot.
night.
On that
I
note,
think we got everything in. I really do.
I think it was
well,
a
Kat, we
crappy
want to
note to
thank
end
you so.
on, but
Oh, you got more?
no, I'm saying it was a crappy note to end on, you know.
No, it's a
It was
good note
great.
to end on. So we want to thank you
Oh,
so
okay,
much
yeah.
for joining us, spending an hour with us, letting us get to know you. You have some wonderful stories. I probably won't go trail running with you anytime soon.
Good idea.
But yeah, and I'm not. And if you throw a rock to me, I ain't using it. I ain't even. I'm not gonna skip rocks with you in the pond. Nothing. Nothing. I ain't doing anything with a rock
Staying
with
away
you.
from them.
I'm just.
They're not
But
flat
anyways,
rocks, though.
No,
They're not
thank you so much. It was so
yeah,
much
we just
fun.
want to thank you so much for coming on and
Yes.
sharing your story with
So
us,
much
and
fun.
we appreciate you so much. So
But thanks,
with
you
that,
guys,
I
for
just want to
inviting.
say, I'm Keith. That's Danielle somewhere, Caleb, and Kat. So peace out. Y'all take care.
Thanks. We'll see you guys.
My poop. Everyone looks for my poop. It's like, oh, I don't know how to film on TikTok very well. It's like somewhere over